Welcome back to Hawks Podcast, episode 19. Specialist. What's up, Hawks? It's your boy Hawk. Welcome back to another episode of Hawks Podcast. It is episode 19 of Hawks Podcast. This is being recorded on July 11th, 2023, 3:26 p.m. It is a sunny afternoon outside right now. It is the perfect summer weather. I'd say it's almost 80 degrees, or it's exactly 80 degrees outside. So, it is definitely looking good out. It's a good day to walk, or I guess work. And this podcast episode will be about the morning routine. Now, the morning time is an important time. Every day, every second is important, but specific periods like the morning and the nighttime right before bed and the morning when you wake up are important times because you want to make sure that they are at least good. You don't want to wake up groggy, specifically talking about the morning time. You don't want to wake up groggy. You don't want to wake up with this, dour mood. You want to make sure that you're on your A game from the moment you wake up. So, who better to learn about the good tips about waking up in the morning than somebody who I haven't personally seen on the channel in a while or on this podcast series, Zuniga, or TeachingMensFashion. I haven't seen this brother on the podcast in a minute, so I was like, let me do a reaction to one of the clips or videos from TeachingMensFashion that's more recent. This clip came out 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago almost, and this is about the perfect tips to make sure you have a better morning routine. And I was like, well, let me just react to this because this is perfect. It's been a while since I've seen a clip from Zuniga, so it's perfect. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and react to this clip. So let's get straight into it. What are the ideal tips that you should have when you wake up in the morning? How should you wake up in the morning? Let's find out. All right. The perfect morning routine every man should do, science-based. Okay, so that's what the clip said, or the video title said. The perfect morning routine every man should do, science-based. This came out 3 weeks ago, June 18th, 2023. Okay, so let's get straight into this clip. Let's go, man. Let's go. I might play this all the way through just so I don't interrupt. And it's been a while since I've seen one of these clips on the channel. All right, let's go.
I've created the perfect morning routine where each step is scientifically backed to help you increase motivation, energy, mental output, and productivity. And the best part, it is easy to follow. So there's a total of 10 steps for this morning routine, with the last 2 helping you stick to this routine forever. Starting with number 1. I wake up at 5 in the morning. Research has shown that those that have the discipline to wake up earlier
has been the loss in this clip at 5 in the morning.
This means that you'll be more positive, you'll be more optimistic, and more satisfied with your life. You also add more time to your life. Let me put this into perspective. Say you wake up at 8 in the morning and I wake up at 5. That means every day I have an extra 3 hours. In a year, that's 1,096 hours. A total of 36 extra days just by waking up earlier. All right, so how do you do it? I have 3 tricks. The first one is to wake up 5 minutes earlier than you usually do. I don't want you to immediately start waking up at 5 in the morning because after 2 days, you're going to quit. But if you wake up 5 minutes earlier than the day before, in 12 days, you'll be waking up an hour earlier than when you started. 2 is as soon as your alarm rings, I want you to get out of bed and get in an expansive body position. This has shown by research that it's a good way to stimulate energy and feel more confident. And then I want you to follow up this with my 3rd tip, which is getting sunlight. Immediately get as much sun as possible. When your brain registers this for about 10 minutes, it'll help you feel awake. This takes us to the next step. It's now 5:10 in the morning. I'll drink my glass of water. I like to do this on an empty stomach because it flushes out toxins and it helps clean out the lymphatic system, which is responsible for your immunity. So it helps you get sick less often. You also increase your body's natural energy level. See, when you wake up, your body releases cortisol. It's a stress hormone to make you feel more alert, a little more energetic. What happens is that when you drink coffee, it interrupts this process, and that's why you end up crashing a few hours later. When you just drink water and skip the coffee, you allow your body to deliver that natural energy in the morning. Take it to step number 3. It's now 5:15 in the morning and we're going to the gym. Morning workouts are great because they fill your body with the energy you'll need for the rest of the day. Exertion forces your body to produce more mitochondria inside your body's muscle cells. Now, what's the trick to get motivated? I want you to go to sleep with your gym clothes on. Studies have shown that external items can have a switch on your mood and motivation. So if you go to bed already with your gym clothes on, your brain will register it as you're going to go to the gym afterwards and set you in that mind frame.
So put your gym clothes on when you go to bed, but then change into your real gym clothes because you don't
have to be struggling and you can go straight to the gym. And what we just did for your morning routine was eat the frog or front load the hard work. Out after this is the part of the morning you'll enjoy, and it gets a lot easier. Next is to step number 4.
Okay.
It's now 6 in the morning, and we're going to go take our shower. But to do so, we're going to be increasing our testosterone. Showering in the morning is important to avoid you smelling bad.
Operative is missing
Our testosterone. Showering in the morning is important to avoid you smelling bad from all the sweat and oils that pile on your skin. But more importantly, this is your chance to step out smelling great and increase your testosterone. You don't know this, but research has been done that plastic bottles that contain BPA or bisphenol A act like an estrogen-like compound in the body, which decreases testosterone, decreases libido. It makes you infertile and can even lead to gynecomastia. In other words, man boob. This is where I take my time in the mornings. I only use quality products from my own brand, Higurumi, where I know all my products, because I designed them, I make sure they have no BPA in the plastic bottle. I'm using top of the line ingredients because this is where most men are microdosing themselves with estrogen. But remember, once you're in the shower, you don't want to spend more than 10 minutes in here. As a matter of fact, the general rule is about 5 minutes according to board-certified dermatologists. Now, you can use your phone as a timer. Just set a timer, step in the shower, and now you know what time you have in there. I also personally like to use our heat grooming steamers as my timer because on average, they take about 5 to 10 minutes to dissolve and steam up the shower. Our steamers, basically, you set them in the shower, and as the warm water hits it, it creates this steam-like sauna /
shower's the
spa
perfect place,
experience that's infused with oils that's relaxing
just to
for your
relax.
muscles,
Just to relax.
especially after a grueling workout. Also, while this is going, I know I have my 5-minute timer because when the steamer runs out, I'm usually out. But more importantly, I do my rest of my grooming routine. I brush my teeth here, I do my skincare, and any manscaping.
Don't be in the shower for more than 4
Another
5
thing
minutes.
you have to look out for in your shower is that you want to make sure that product does not foam up as much. A lot of washing agents and cosmetics have an ingredient called alkyphenol. This is the ingredient that's found that creates that foaming agent. Now that also can act like an estrogen in the body. And when you microdose yourself daily, as you know, you are lowering your testosterone level. This is why if you want to make sure you're getting great ingredients, check out our brand Heat Grooming. I designed the product because I designed it for myself and I want to make sure my testosterone is as high as possible. And so much so that I not only cut out all those bad ingredients, I infuse it with vitamin D and other oils that help support healthy test function. If you subscribe, plus phone scrubber. All right, now we step out the shower, step 5. It's 6:10 in the morning and I'm going to make my bed and I'm going to do it correctly. I heard Jordan Peterson once say this.
They should start fixing up the world by cleaning up their room.
Now, yes, it's a small win, but it's a way to exert dominance and control. You can help the world and help yourself. You have to understand that every task you complete in this morning routine, your brain is going to reward you with a dopamine hit, which is going to increase motivation to complete the next task, which is now the 6th one. It's 6:15 in the morning and we're eating breakfast. Eating your breakfast in the morning is going to boost your brain power, and studies have suggested that it can increase your mental output and help you with concentration. The breakfast and how you do it is important. See, a good breakfast will have fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Most of the breakfasts that you guys have lack all 3 and are just refined carbs that turn into sugar in the body. I'm talking about your pancakes, your bagels, your cereal, and then when you top OJ on top of that, you're basically just having a giant dessert for your morning. So a good, healthy breakfast that has all 3 is whole wheat bread, some avocado spread, and some eggs. Now, alternatively, you could skip breakfast altogether and intermittent fast. There are multiple studies that suggest that this could prolong your life and also help with weight loss. On top of that, it's also efficient for those of you that don't have enough time in your morning. We are now 1 hour in, and you have completed more in your day than 99% of the rest of the world that is still sleeping. And these next 2 will help you keep that momentum and energy for the rest of the day. Starting with number 7. I want you to get ready. It is 6:30 in the morning, and even if you work from home, I want you to get dressed, with clothes that make you feel great. Remember, your external will affect your internal.
I feel
And if
that.
you stay with your sleepy clothes, you will feel less motivated, more groggy, and with the feeling of wanting to take a midday nap. Now, to do this effectively, what I like to do is create daily uniforms. I have a series of about 2 to 3 outfits that I just wear on repeat that I know look good all the time. A good example of this is my jean, black t-shirt, white sneaker outfit. I can wear this every day of the week for pretty much any situation, and it's always going to look good. Now it's 6:40, and I want you to create your to-do list. Now, to do an appropriate to-do list, don't just randomize all the things you want to complete in your day. I want you to focus on the top 3 things that you need to get done that will pay you the highest return on your time investment. So the most important things, those are the top 3 you focus on. You can put other ones underneath, but you have to focus on those 3, and that's where all your attention should be at. And your only rule is that you cannot go to bed until those top 3 tasks are completed every day. That's it. At 6:40 in the morning, you are set for the day to conquer it. But I have 2 more. These last 2 are just to help you stick to this routine for the rest of your life. 1, conserve decision making. If you've noticed anything about this routine, is that I made it as efficient as possible. You should build your morning routine to remove as many decisions as you can, so it's on autopilot. You don't know this, but your brain has a limited amount of decision-making power a day. Do not waste that in your morning. Takes me to number 2. Just maintain it. I don't want you to do it for a day. I don't want you to do it for 2 days. I want you to do this routine for a month and see the effect it will have on your productivity, on your mental health, your confidence, your motivation, and I promise you, you will stick to this routine. And I promise you, you will stick to this routine.
That was a great clip from Jose Zuniga. That was a great clip from the Teacher Men's Fashion crew. Shout out to them, man. That was really great. So let me get my thoughts. I'm gonna say this in favorites though. This is definitely going in the favorites category. This is amazing. And that was a great clip from Jose Zuniga and the Teacher Men's Fashion crew about the morning time. Shout out to them for producing such a great clip. And the production quality is amazing, yo. Y'all doing the most. That's great. That's great. I love the production quality. The video was entertaining throughout. That was great. And it's just good to sit back and relax and see like a clip about tips. And it's something that is universal. Like, you know, Teacher Men's Fashion is, you know, mainly for men. So, but I feel like anyone can watch it. It's just great tips that you can use during the morning time. So the morning routine, the morning time, every hour that you're awake, every second that you're awake is important. But specific times like when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed are important. I could watch the video that he made about going to bed later on, like later on. I'm not talking about just like the next clip. That's crazy because I literally just did the morning time. I want to wait a little bit longer to see like the perfect sleep time routine. But you can definitely go watch the video in the link below because it's great. But definitely waking up in the morning is crucial that you wake up with as much energy as possible so you can use that energy throughout the day, because having a system, having something to go off of a structure is super crucial to how the rest of your day is going to play out. And I can definitely speak to that experience as well. Being a university student, it's definitely easy to kind of be super lazy with your mornings and just kind of wake up slowly, be like, get out of bed, you know, 30 minutes later you're still in bed. You know, for me, I've heard people say that they stay in bed for like 2 hours almost, and maybe they might have something else going on like on social media, so they're staying up. But for me personally, that has been my case at least this past spring season. So I'm able to get out of bed within the first 30 minutes. It's super easy hitting the snooze button. I hit the snooze button. I hit the snooze on my alarm 20 times because I was just so tired. Like I hit the snooze on my alarm 20 times because I was just so tired. I'm messing with the lyrics, but you know, running out of time. It is super easy to just be like, wow, let me just go to bed. Let me just hit the snooze button and just wake up late. But it's definitely, it feels good when you wake up the moment that you set your alarm. And waking up early, like for me, I'm just going to talk about my previous like season, the past season, 2023, spring 2023. Waking up late is definitely not the move. Like you wake up at like 10 in the morning. It's like, what did I do? Why am I awake at 10 in the morning when I'm hearing noise at like 8? You know, and you can't even get like the full sleep experience because, you know, I mean, if you do it every once in a while, you wake up at 10 in the morning, like it's whatever, you know, because most of the days you're waking up at 7, 8 a.m., even 9 a.m. if necessary. But, you know, waking up past like a certain time, like 10, for me, it's just like, because whenever I see that 10 a.m., it's like, wow, I'm waking up super late. Waking up at 9, it's like, this is cool. This is cool. 9 a.m. I got like a couple hours in the day. But when you hit them double digits, it's like, I don't know. I'm hitting double digits. I'm really waking up a little late today. But I mean, that's when there's no school. Like when there's school, you have to wake up at a certain time. Like for me, I had classes before the afternoon, so I couldn't just wake up at 10 a.m. because I'd be late for class. As if I wasn't already late for class for a lot of the days, but some self-deprecation right there. But I mean, definitely waking up in the morning and waking up with the most energy as possible will set your day for success. And just to reflect on all the tips, or just kind of review the video, waking up with your clothes. Like I had some commentary in the video where it's like waking up with your gym clothes, waking up with those clothes, and then going to the gym right after. I was like, if you woke up sweaty from sleeping, you definitely want to make sure that you change into a different pair of clothes. But that should be clear, I guess. So I mean, definitely going to bed in your gym clothes, I think, and then waking up and then changing into like your actual gym clothes. If you go to outside gym, like you go to your school gym, or you go to like the YMCA, for example, or something like that, I understand that. Perfect, Planet Fitness, whatever you go to, I understand that. But and drinking a glass of water is definitely important. Make sure you get that glass of water, man. Water is key. Water is crucial. Shout out to Patrick CC. Get that water in your system. Definitely need that water, because that is super crucial, man. You definitely need to drink some water, man. That is super necessary. And taking a shower after going to the gym, and having a list of things to do for your day. Jose said that in one of his past videos, where you should definitely, I mean, I'm saying Jose said, but I mean, this is it's kind of like a universal thing that everyone says, or not everyone, but a lot of people say. But definitely, waking up in the morning and having like a list of things to do is definitely like, okay, now you have a schedule, now you know what to do. And like Jose said near the end of the video, if you have a list of things that you have to do during the day, you finish those things before the day's over. And that's definitely important, because you got a list of things that you have to do, you finish them, and then you're good to go. Your morning routine is definitely important, so definitely wake up with as much energy as possible. Going to bed late. I'm going to watch the nighttime routine video. I don't know when, but definitely not soon. I mean soon, but not like super soon. Maybe at the end of the summertime. I'm thinking about waiting a little bit to watch that nighttime, routine video, because right now it's summertime. I thought morning routine, the sun is out earlier, so it's like, okay, let me just think about, people waking up a little bit earlier this summertime and going to bed. Hopefully not. You want to make sure you get at least 7 to 8 hours. At least if you're like 20 like me, then you definitely want to make sure that you're getting like 7 to 8 hours, bare, or I guess bare minimum 6 hours. But you want to get at least 7, like 7 consistently, from vast majority of days. I'm just letting you know, especially if you're trying to lose weight, like for me, for example, you want to maintain healthy, you want to be healthy, get your good sleep, and those tips that Jose said in the video are definitely key. I mean, they're definitely universal tips that a lot of people can use. And I want to shout out Jose, Zuniga, and TeachingMensFashion crew for that video. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know, and I'll see you guys next time in the next podcast episode. That was definitely dope. That was dope. Shout out to Jose and TeachingMensFashion. That was dope. That was a dope episode. All right, so thanks for watching. Peace, hogs. Have a nice day. Have a great day. Have a great night. Whenever you're watching this, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, hogs. Have a nice day. Specialist. Goodbye. Specialist. Thanks for watching.